Hey everyone, welcome back. So I'm making this video here. I've owned this Jeep SRT now for about 4 months, and I put on a hair over 1,200 miles. Most of that was I'd say half of that was a road trip up to go snowmobiling and to propose to my fiance now, but that's it. Otherwise, man, I'm just sitting, and as I'm driving here today, I thought, hey, I'm gonna make a 4-month update video here. This is, besides my Challenger SRT, this is the most fun car I have ever purchased. It is fast, it is actually really easy and fun to drive, and it is loud. And I like all three of those things. And if you've watched my channel, if not, oh well. I had a beautiful 2019 Ram 1500 Laramie Sport Edition, which I will put an exhausted clip in now. All right, guys. Saying goodbye to the Ram truck tonight. It's a sad day, but she's got to go with the Jeep SRT. It is time. So with that being said, we'll take a last visit of this Ram truck. It was excellent. Awesome truck. Interior was perfect. Spec to my liking, just to perfection. But then this Jeep came up for sale on Bring a Trailer. And I thought, hey, what the heck? Let's get after it and get this Jeep. I've always wanted to have a Jeep SRT, and I wanted to have another collectible vehicle. And the Jeep was one of them. One of the ones on the list that I wanted. So I got the Jeep, and really 4 months of ownership. I haven't driven a lot with this. I have had to tow with it quite a bit for work, so again, more miles on it with that way, and a little bit of fun cruising here and there. But the towing with it has actually been great. There's no shortness of power, and there never was with my Ram truck either. There was no shortness of power there, but there is, there is less capability with this Jeep because, it's not a truck. For one, it doesn't have a truck bed. But for two, it can't tow as much, but it feels more capable than the truck because of the fact that it's got a 6.4 liter Hemi V8 under the hood that does over 500 horsepower and over 500 torque. So the towing, I'm never short of power with this. This has definitely been the easiest towing vehicle I've ever towed with. And I've pretty much maxed this thing out to 7,200 pounds. Towing my equipment and such, so it's definitely a great tower. But what really gets me is how fast this transmission shifts, the different drive modes that you could put it in, how comfortable it is, and just how responsive the steering is. It's just something that you don't get in a truck. And eventually, yes, I am going to buy another truck. I don't know if it's going to be a TRX or if I'm going to go with a Dodge Ram SRT 10. I don't know what the future is going to hold and what my financial situation is going to hold in the future either. So, with that being said, I'm going to roll around the Jeep right now. I'm thankful I don't have to drive this every day, so I'm not going to put a ton of miles on it. Right now I've got about 5,900 miles on it. I intend to do about 6,000 to 8,000 miles per year with this Jeep. So it's going to get driven, that's for sure. It's definitely going to get driven, which is okay with me. This has got super low miles on it. I'm going to keep this because it is just it's so fun. It's intoxicating is what it is. It's truly intoxicating. And now I'm going to take this corner in sport mode and just fly around it. Whoop! Oh my goodness. Oh, it's just intoxicating to drive. So now I'm gonna bring it back into the speed it should be going and drive it. But even driving this as a truck in sport mode right now is really quite comfortable. One thing I can't wait to do with this is change the Pirelli Scorpion Verdes that are on here. They suck. They're run flat tires. They're not very good. And that's what I did with our Durango RT Tow and Go that my parents have too. I made the switch from the run flats that were on there to General Grabber UHPs. Now, one thing I have to say is that these tires are quiet, but the grip is not that great. So I am going to change that when I get the chance. But do I miss my truck? That's the biggest question, and that's the largest concern I had going into Jeep SRT ownership, was if I'm going to miss my truck or not. Yes, I do, but I never drove my truck any more than 6,000 to 7,000 miles a year anyway. And when I used to have time in my life to actually do truck stuff, like haul an ice fishing shack or throw stuff in the back of the truck, yeah, that was great, but I have a trailer, and that's the one caveat. I have a snowmobile trailer, and I've got a car hauler trailer that I haul equipment with. So if you're using a truck and you don't have a trailer, you pretty much are stuck with the truck. But I have the option of having other means of moving my equipment around via the trailer. So I'm not stuck with just the truck, which is great. I had the ability to go to this Jeep, which is awesome. I mean, the Jeep is phenomenal. It's been great. Do I miss the truck? Yes, I do. I miss the big burliness and the safety of having the truck with its, tires and stuff like that, four-wheel drive ability. But at the end of the day, am I happy with my purchase? Yes, I am. I am driving this is the most coveted after and probably iconic American SUV, if not the most iconic SUV ever made in the market. So I'm very happy with my ownership, and I don't think I would go back and get something else. This has definitely been a great vehicle so far. So let's drive a little bit more here. I'm to my first destination, and then let's drive a little bit more here and give you kind of my final thoughts after 4 months of ownership so far. After 4 months of ownership here, this is one thing that I have to say, and this is not unique to my car. This is a common problem to every single SRT product, is that these appliques, and while I have been trying to fix them, it's cold out, so these appliques, these carbon fiber appliques, they like to kind of pop off, which isn't good. So I'm gonna have to come up with either an aftermarket system or something else something else to fix this issue, because I can't have these appliques falling off on a vehicle. Now granted, this is a 2016, but on a vehicle with almost 6,000 miles on it, that is crazy that these appliques are falling off. And I may ask my dealer what to do, but I think I'm gonna try to figure out an aftermarket way of fixing the appliques. So with that being said, I guess that's really the only issue I've had after 4 months of ownership. One thing you're not going to get with this truck is, in my neck of the woods in northern Wisconsin, where there's not a lot of car culture, you're not going to get a lot of looks with the vehicle. But if you go to any sort of populated city area, yeah, people are going to be looking at your Jeep all the time. This is a hellacious truck. It's super fast. The fastest I've got 0 to 60 on it with another person in the car in a full tank was 4.3 seconds. So I have no doubt that this will do 0 to 60 in 4.1 to 4.2 seconds. So it's just, this is Chrysler's best product they ever made, because it is just so versatile. It is just so fast. You can take it everywhere. The TRX is a close second, because do anything with that as well, except driving in the city is a little bit more of a challenge with the TRX than it is with this Jeep, and that goes for the Trackhawk as well. You know, I consider that and this, based on the same chassis, pretty much the same vehicle, minus the Hellcat engine, of course. But this thing is just a monster, and it is just so fun to drive. It's so engaging. It's very comfortable. I do have the Napa leather seat upgrade on here, and that makes a huge difference compared to the standard seating that comes with these Grand Cherokees. You really need the Napa, otherwise it's not super comfortable, honestly. I mean, the stock SRT seats are comfortable as well, but the Napa just takes it to the next level. I just can't believe how responsive this is. So I don't know if you guys, well, I do know, if you guys are looking to replace your truck and you're in my position where you're not always going off-roading, you're using a truck like a normal human being, and if you have a trailer to haul your stuff in, I wouldn't be afraid to get a Jeep SRT. Try to find a low mileage one. If you're looking for something that's a little bit more engaging, a little bit more fun to drive, it's something you can really just drive like a complete animal, then the Jeep is for you. So with that being said, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next review.